There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out.
The priestess of primal lightning, the hunter of all the
Haven't
evil
seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see
Man,
you again,
one of them the same thing.
Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Summer Invitation Swiss Knockout stage. Today we're gonna have another batch of best of one series, starting off with How and Syndicate. And as we can see, the draft phase has concluded. We're gonna have the highlights to Edith, the Xavier, Dyroth, Jungle, and Pupil and Koopa, whilst on the Syndicate side we have Vexana, Aldos, Clint, Basha, and Caramilla. And I just open the stream here real quick for my buddy Shady, who's going to be joining me today. And if you guys don't know, Shady is probably one of the marksmen that I've ever seen. In the previous game we fought, he was 0-4 at some point.
That's like a team gap. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, it's fine, bro. We're all learning. Like, my shot calls definitely need some work. Made some bad decisions, but anyways, let's hope we don't see the same coming in from either of these teams. But what can you tell me about the team that is playing Aldos right now? That
Yeah,
is an Aldos EXP.
they have no jungler actually.
They
Vengeance instead of Retri.
Alright, so let me just
I
contact.
think Aldous laning against an Edith should be easy for him to gain stacks because Edith only can really come into the game after
At
level
level
4.
4, yeah. And even then, it's like, in the laning phase, it's like non-aggression from both sides, of course. You can, as an Edith, make it difficult to get stacks, for the Aldos to get stacks, but it should be quite fine. He does have the sprint. But what is going to be a problem is the retribution spell. So we might be looking at a restart. I'm just contacting the admins for this. We're probably gonna see the exact same draft just with the retribution spell. But look at the damage that Aldos is taking. I'm sure he got all these stacks, but he is probably gonna have to go back to base. No time for rotations and whatnot. If he stays, I'm a bit worried for his future.
Yeah, he chose to go back. Oh, he's staying in the lane. I
Alright.
think if he goes back now, he's just gonna miss a whole lot of minions.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
they said
So yeah, it's going to be a
Uh,
restart. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So what did you think of those games, Shady, that we played?
Those games are just bad calls and overextensions.
Yeah. I mean, some of the fights I envisioned kind of. I mean, you know, when I altered the two of you in the mid lane turret, I expected it to be quick kills, but I think we just overcommitted instead of just going back. The other option, of course, is just waiting for Lord.
Yeah. But the call was we picked the Edith second pick,
Yeah.
but Vlad went for the Ruby instead.
Hmm.
That really just messed up our whole draft that allowed us to get the Ruby. I mean the Edith.
Yo, this hero is strong, eh?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you saw
So
what I was doing. Yo, you know, one time in I think one of the last fights, I think, you know, before Swag wiped all of you,
yeah.
that fight directly, I was stun locked for years, bro. I was like,
Yeah. We just
I was stunned through my entire life. Then I got stunned through the entire Theramus ult. Then I died and my immortality popped, and I was still stunned, and I barely could ult. That was crazy.
yeah, the call there was to just burst you and then just immediately like go back. Then after your immortality got popped, no one was coming towards you. They were going to the rest of the team. So I was just like, let me jump in, let me stun you against the wall, kill you, then just back immediately, right?
Hmm.
After I killed you, who was it? I think it was Luke. Luke jumped onto me. Now I thought it was Swag, so I tapped Wind, and then after my Wind was finished, Swag just jumped towards me, and then he wiped me and our mage.
Hmm.
But yeah,
You know what was really annoying that game is that it's exactly the Moskov pick, because we can't
yeah,
really. I mean, you know, with the split push,
yeah,
and then you just use the ult to join the team fight. It's kind of aids. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. It's really good. It's the global presence from the Moscow is really good. Can
Yeah,
delete. It's so good for macro. And also, it aids in team fights with the stun.
yeah. But you know, it's like super risky. Imagine you split push in, and you just like your team is engaging for the Lord because like we're trying to bust it down or something like that, and you just miss your ult somehow, just miss it, and it's like,
Yeah,
yo, what do I
yeah.
do?
That's why also, like the when you're playing Moscow, if you split pushing, always try to go for the back, like try to ult the back line because they mainly stationary heroes,
Yeah,
so it's easy to get them than the frontliners. Yeah, but that game I was just trying to work our macro because our micro was falling way behind. We had the minnow just going in ulting and then dying instantly.
yo, yeah, that was a rough one.
Then we had Loki. Okay, we had a Vexana, and somehow the glue was 209 in like 15 minutes at like the 15-minute mark. I don't even know how that's possible.
I think Vexana doesn't count to glue anymore.
Is it?
Yeah, someone was telling me, like, Fermus and Vexana are the counters for glue, right? I think it was Liam
Yeah.
that tested it out, and he said, nah, Fermus doesn't do anything to glue anymore.
Hmm.
Could be wrong
I
though.
see.
I'll double check on it.
Liam's statements.
Yo, Liam is like MLBB connoisseur, bruh. He tests everything out, but can't put anything to use.
Well, yeah, that game was just hectic. The game before though, I don't know. That game too.
That
You
game,
just had
that
to
that
like.
last fight, I don't know what happened, bro. All I know is I ulted 3 people and somehow we still lost.
Yeah, that game before, it y'all depended too much on that Raja, and the build he went for was kinda sketchy because he has an Angela, he has you as front line, he didn't need the Husk Claws there, he could have just went straight for the Windtalker, then War Axe, and then end this battle of BOD, one of the two, because like he already had so much of sustain, he didn't need the Husk Claws.
Makes sense, makes sense. Or you could have gone for like a War Axe Thunderbolt type of vibe.
Yeah, that too, that too. I'm loving the Thunderbolt Raja.
Yeah, it's just he's so tanky. He has that slow on his basic attack, and
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about Thunderbolt, since you are a Roger, you are going to be aggressive, right? It works out perfectly, so you can just rack up the stacks.
I was testing it out, and you actually so tanky because I was playing it against a Fanny. Yeah, I was playing against a Fanny, and level I think it was straight after I got the Thunderbelt, I could just invade by myself with Fanny's whole team being there and still come out with the blue and half HP. I think at that
Yes.
time I had like 5 stacks up because I was stacking on the tank. Like that's all you need. Like that's all you need to do with Thunderbolt. Just stack on the tank, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, I played Arlot Rome. That that thing is so bad.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's like I can see it work, but yo, I was playing against a Zushin, bro. A Zushin and the Nolan. I was like, yo, chill. I mean, I can't play. I outplayed them a lot. Like, it's like if I am going to die, I'm going to make sure to buy as much time as possible. Yeah, but I was putting the work in.
Yeah. Nah, I don't like all of Rome right now.
Hey, if you're fighting an Edith, you're cooked. There's no two ways about it, man.
Okay, so what's the call here?
I don't
What
know
we're
why
waiting
they're
for?
taking so long to start. Okay, there we go.
Your team
It's
is
the draft.
banning.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same draft though. I think.
Unless they just do a whole redraft.
It's quite possible. Let's see. I'm just thinking, like you're a pretty good marksman, right? You play like a lot, so it's
Yeah.
difficult to. I mean, if I had to imagine uh, an international marksman, right, fighting against an international marksman from the pro scene, I'd
Yeah.
imagine something similar to you. And
Hi.
and the thing is, 100% guaranteed that people like Super Marco and CW and stuff like that leagues better than you for
Yeah.
for the purpose that they play the whole day, but they play it with guidance, like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and they
From
and they and they fight like better people than
yeah.
you do.
They have way more experience than I do.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, yo, if Shady is giving us so much trouble, imagine I'm trying to gank Super Marco, bro. Like, what do I do? Like,
Yeah. But I think like my playstyle is similar to them though, like the way I play.
Of course, I mean, you emulate it till you make it, right? You fake it till you
Yeah,
make it, kind of. So
yeah,
we should all draw inspiration from the pro scenes and MSC and stuff like that.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you
Like,
watched, if
like just scrum like when you go to Morocco, just scrum every chance you'll get, no
yo,
matter
it's
what.
gonna be so nice because like as soon as we land, obviously with the jet lag and stuff like that, we're gonna probably knock out, and then I wake up, hit a like a brekkie from the hotel for free. You know what I'm saying? And get the
Yeah,
boys together. Everyone's in the same room. I'll even take up my projector, bro. I'm gonna take up my projector plus a red light. I'm gonna tune them. Hey, this is what we're going to do.
yeah, yeah. You have to sit down and talk to each other before y'all even start doing anything.
Yeah. And so, bro, like 5 second queues is gonna be insane. The amount of times
Yeah,
we take to play
and
5 games here, we'll probably
I am
finish
a
about
daughter of
10
Northern Vale.
over there,
I
or
swore
yeah,
to
15.
protect it till my last breath.
yeah.
But you
The one,
see, you
just
see, the problem is that we haven't really received information of when we're going, so we don't
yeah,
know. I mean, it could be anywhere between 2 to 5 days of off time before the event starts. If it's 2 days, we're kind of cooked. We can't really.
yeah. I can't really practice with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically warm-ups. But 5 days, we can make a plan. We can work on a few minor issues, polish it up like rotations and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a good idea.
I am the priestess of
Let's see what
But
happens.
the hunter of all
like
the evil
speaking of
gods.
that, like I think as soon as you'll get there, um, just I think take a few like an hour break maybe, and then get to practice because you won't know when you're gonna be playing ISF.
Yeah. Oh, the draft phase has concluded here,
Looks like
and
it's gonna be the same.
yeah, it's the same thing, right? Oh, I
Yeah,
see some role changes here. Mika was previously on the Carmilla. It's now gonna be Zenny. So there were some minor issues, I think.
yeah. Okay, but this guy's still on the Aldous.
Yeah.
I'm sure he knows now not to fight an Edith because if you saw his HP before they surrendered,
Yeah.
that amount you can't underestimate it from the passive of Edith.
Yeah, and Brave Smite is a little bit of a weird one on the Edith. It's missing a little bit of damage there, I think. Concussive Blast might have been a little bit better.
The
Um,
wave play as well.
mm, it's crazy though.
Like,
We don't really see too much of the Edith in the EXP.
I mean, I was at the start of the season I was spamming it because one of my other squad mates that we were in 5 with, he plays marksman only, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I can adjust. So I was spamming it, had like an 86% win rate.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm playing and I try to, obviously, if I'm not going to be able to roam, I play whatever roam characters I can on another
Yeah.
role, right? So Akai jungle, or Carmilla jungle, or Angela mid, stuff like that.
Right,
Of course, you have to keep in mind the team composition. Even if you're in trio or duo solo, you have to keep in mind the team
Team, yeah.
composition somewhat. So I did play my fair share of either the EXP, but now we're gonna see some poke coming in for the lethal, and Dairo's gonna go in. Retribution comes out by Zoran, taking a lot of damage from this Hylos, and the longer you stay in that circle, the more slowed you get, and that's gonna be a first blood for the Hylos. And now Zenny in a lot of danger as well, quite slowed as well, but Dairod overstayed his welcome, gets killed off by the Vixana's second skill.
Okay, I like that the Dairat is being aggressive, but that death was just because of an overextension.
Yeah.
You should have just backed immediately.
I mean, one kill is good enough to start off with,
Yeah.
and more than that, without proper substance to your attack, is just being downright greedy.
Yeah. Oh, and it looks like this Clint is kind of struggling in his lane.
It's a bit of a weird one, but Deluxe You're taking quite a lot of damage from the Ether. I mean, look at that passive. Hylo's gonna come through, but Aldo spots him out, uses a sprint in time, and he should be Gucci. But now the turtle gonna spawn in a few seconds. Delox doesn't have the level 4 just yet. Looks like the Ether will get there before him. This is a good opportunity for How to actually start up the turtle, but not just yet. Hot Beans trying to get a little bit more to his level. Zoran is there though. And
Yeah, I like the dragon as turtle, yeah. Gives
yeah,
more vision. The turtle's
yeah,
HP for the red 3.
yeah. Zenny.
Okay.
Yo, did they? Okay. Oh, that's a good one actually. Going straight for the Vexana. Eternal Guard gonna come out onto Ether. We're gonna see the Primal Rod come through. Stun
Okay.
misses. Dyro gets the turtle, and it should be a disengage.
Okay. Baksha pops in the Taurus Poisons to disengage. Nice. I think that was a good call for the to just dive on the.
On the Vexana, yeah. But it's so weird for me because because they just went straight for the Vexana. I would have thought she'd, be able to micro out of it with the first skill with the Eternal Guard.
She has Purify, so she's basically she can't. There's no mobility to her.
Yeah,
this
that
point.
is true, but you have two CC skills. One, like it catches over to the other, right, with the Terrify. The Eternal Guard is that AoE, but looking at the top XT Shadow, he knows what he's doing with the lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Freezing.
yeah. Unfortunately, the first skill misses. Hylos gonna probably do something in the middle lane. No.
You see, this is what I like about the Vexana in the mid lane. The wave clear and the wave clear. You can just rotate instantly. Like after you clear wave, rotate instantly with the Vexana. That's why she's used more in the pro scenes.
Yeah, but the problem is, I mean, here we don't see too much of an assassin presence, right? And yes, it can be somewhat difficult to kill a Vixana because of her stuns. But we see the Dyrod going in onto Zenny. Curse of Blood gonna activate, but it's too little, too late as she gets bursted down by I think it's called the Abyssal Strike.
Yeah. Okay, they're looking to camp this Baksha. Good idea. I think they want to make him force him to retreat so they can have an easier time taking turtle. Oh, the direct red piece, and they just back away. Okay.
Yeah, that's a bit weird one before the turtle, but I think How is confident enough that they have this 1000 gold lead. They have a Dyroth, all right. They have an Edith who's pretty much gapped his counterpart, that they can actually go for this turtle. The other option is just to wait it out. I mean, look at Hot Beans. He's not even gonna bother for it. He doesn't have the retribution at the moment, so he's just gonna go for the green for the creeps in his jungle. By the time he's done, he'll have his retry up.
So, I don't like this. I don't like the Aldous pick into this comp because the only one that the Aldous can go onto is the Popper or the mage.
Xavier, yeah.
But there's so much CC on the side of How that they can just let the Aldous run free without having to worry about him. Okay, wait by the Baksha.
You know what's the issue here, right? The issue is if they don't stop the Eldos from farming up, he gets like this tanky build, and suddenly he'll jump on your backline and you'll be scrambling to save them, and you'll focus on the Eldos, and the next thing you know, there's a Curse of Blood and Eternal Guard dropping on you. Have to be quite careful there, but it should be fine. It is a Pooper and Cooper. He has enough stuns. Xavier, he has his combos, his passives to work with. Plus, he can just get Winter Crown. It should be quite alright. But the bottom lane has been taken down, the tier 1 turret. So Pooper not having the best time in the world right now.
I think if you looked at it from the early game, Popper was winning that lane, but because the Baksha, the Kamala, and the Vexana rotated and killed the Popper, they were able to
to take down the turret. Yeah, but Hylos should have noticed quick enough that they're not going to contest for the turtle. They're going to make a trade somewhere else. And I mean, it's fine if you let the turret go. The marksman shouldn't have died there. Okay, we're going to see the Eternal Guard drop down. Aldo's going to go straight for the purple, and this is what I'm talking about here. Curse of Blood completely misses. And yeah, that's going to be a disengage. Syndicate, they took what they wanted, and they're just going to leave. Oh, we're going to have the Dyro go through. A lot of CC. And any idea what Xavier's ult is called?
No.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. But they call it Hollow Purple.
I like that the disengage from the
From Syndicate, yeah.
Syndicate. I like the disengage, as well as the Baksha protecting the Aldous or the Kamala from the Dairat.
Yeah, that was some good team play here. Unfortunately, How just let the marksman down at that moment in time, and Turtle should be going over to Syndicate as Zoran gets it with the retribution. In the bottom lane though, Clint forced to flicker, but Poopo's...
And he dies. Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
Me.
It was a A for effort, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, if Poopo didn't die there, Koopa would have taken the kill. Now Hylos, he's probably going to get killed for free here with the entire guard dropping down onto his head.
The lack of communication here and bad shot call.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? When you're playing Dairoth now, in the mid game, sometimes you don't have the opportunity to engage, and it just slows down. You need to do something. You need to always be present and worry the enemy team. And right now, I mean, Pasha is chilling. And we're going to see the damage here. Never mind, he doesn't even have the chance, as Dairoth Hot Beans just walks into the grasp of Syndicate here. Oh, Basha, gonna go 1v2 right now. Either completely misses the first kill. Dairoth, Eldoth with the sprint manages to catch up to the Xavier, and it's just going to be... Oh,
okay.
Yeah, okay. The Primal Grot gets the kill onto Basha. It should be quite fine though.
He was overconfident there.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a 2-4. Is it a 1-for-1 trade? Yeah, it was a 1-for-1 trade. Mage for jungler. But it's fine. Baksha is gonna be up for the Lord. Oh. Edith misses the first kill.
Yeah, but we see in the mid lane, the Abyssal Mark gets the kill onto Zenny. It may be like close to mid game right now, or mid game, but Dairoth still has the damage. Alright, so the Curse of Blood taken off the board. Basha, I mean, this is Lord is free real estate right now, to be honest, and I think they should go for it. In the bottom lane though, Clint uses up the flicker, and I'm glad to see we're not seeing any flickers from the Poople and Koopa, but Eldos locks down onto him, and I'm not sure why the turtle... Yo!
Oh, okay. This Aldous, a very fed Aldous.
Let's have a look at the items. Yes, that's the Thunderbolt. Alright, in the top lane though, Basha gets killed off by the Dairoth and the Edith, but now Edith probably overstaying the welcome. Aldos does have the damage now. Let's have a look. Okay, it's not so bad. It's not so bad on the Edith. It's just the Poople that's tweaking. And it looks like Zenny... Yeah, Zenny... Yeah.
Okay, the Clint manages to get the tower in the bot lane. He's rotating top lane, trying to assist the team. Is he gonna run into the Dairoth?
Oh, I'm so confused. Why is the turtle? I mean, why is the Lord not being started up yet?
I don't know.
And the Basha is back, so right now might be a little bit risky.
It's still 4v5. Kamala, okay, Kamala's up now. They could have just burst because it was still a 4v5, they couldn't contest, but now we're looking at an enhanced Lord. Aldous managing the bot wave. Gonna run into the purple. Purple going to clear the wave. Okay. Still doesn't choose to use the sprint just yet. I think he's saving it until purple is well out of his tower to secure the kill.
Yeah, we see Eternal God drop onto 2. Either doesn't have the time to drop the Primal Rod, Carmilla gonna just get absolutely decimated by the Abyssal Mark. And now there's a 1-for-1 trade. Dyrod gonna go back in, but gonna get killed off as well by the Vixana. Oh!
Okay, nice.
The hollow purple comes through. Alright, but this, I mean, it's still fine. I think, Basha misread.
Okay.
Is that Yami? I'm joking, yo, I'm joking.
I mean, similar. Okay, nothing too crazy happening right now. Kamala is gonna be solo defending that lane. Oh, they all collapse into the Edith. She still has the flicker.
Hey,
Going to
I'm
waste
gonna be honest with you, I feel like she could have 3v1 there.
No, I don't think. Like, the Aldous already has Athena. I'm pretty sure he has enough damage to kill her.
No, like, if she just ulted towards the Vixana, she would have went, like, you know, it would have been, like, okay. But anyways, we have how...
Now, the purple damage.
Yeah, we have how collapsing onto Syndicate. I mean, they did have the enhanced Lord as well as the super minions to deal with, so how is just taking advantage of the situation.
It was such a bad call for Syndicate to fight there. They should have just defended the lane.
Yeah,
defended
just
the wall.
focus on base defense and wave management.
Right now, they're just losing all the tier 2s. That's so much gold and so much map pressure that How can play with.
Yeah, Purple.
Purple almost taken out.
Yeah, yo, if that Curse of Blood dropped, it would have been devastating. To be honest, I mean, he might still be experiencing lag issues, but if that Curse of Blood dropped right there, it would have been...
He would have died right
yeah,
there.
disastrous.
Okay, Lord spawning in 50 seconds. I still think they should manipulate the waves before they think of taking the Lord. Top lane turret for Syndicate is almost down. I think if How wants to win this game, they just start a slow push top lane and force Syndicate to go back to defend.
No, not really. I mean, in this scenario, Aldous works similar to Moscow, where a bit more reliable, of course.
Yeah.
Where
Use that.
it's a low cooldown, it should be fine.
Ain't it like 30 seconds?
I have no idea. I don't play Aldous.
Aldous still in the back line. No one has noticed him yet. They're going to take this path while Dyrod solos the Lord. Good zoning from the Edith and the Hylos there. Keep the Baksha away.
Yeah, but look at the Aldous right now. I mean, they definitely took care of those Lord, eh? Quite fast. I mean, that is the Pupil and Koopa, as well as the Dyrod, so what did I expect?
It was the Dyrod mainly hitting the Lord. I think he got it to like half HP before the Purple even came there. Okay. Aldous going onto the direct cancels his ult. Okay, let's put Popo gonna go for that Malefic Roar. Really good against these two frontliners. 3 if you count the Aldous.
Uh,
He's actually said that Clint.
yeah, I mean, Clint is full HP, I mean, full build, and still losing out a bit on the trade, probably because of that long stun coming in from Cooper.
As well as Xavier, the Xavier damage, I feel like it's slept on.
Yeah, and we're gonna see the inhibitor turret in the top lane, falling
Getting
down
taken out.
because of blood, gonna completely miss. As well as the Eternal Guard, the Bristle Mark are gonna strike, and then he gets taken out. Either pops the Immortality. Aldo's gonna go straight onto Pupil and Cooper, but he does have the Wind of Nature to counteract that damage. And we're gonna see all inhibitors of Syndicate fall.
Okay. I don't know what the play was there for the Popo. Took on the curve either. That was just the amount of damage with that. It wasn't even skill 1 from the Clint, it was just passive basic attack. That
At,
really
at some
caused it.
point, the passive does outscale the first skill.
Yeah, it's already late game. Now, like, right now, how she just frees the lanes. Like, don't take the lanes at all, like, don't touch the minions, because they're already gonna slow push it. So they just have to get Prio over this Lord, camp and wait for a pick off or 2, and then just go for Lord.
Yeah, that seems to be the play. I mean, these these things can be quite tricky sometimes. The wave management.
Yeah, especially when you're on the losing side. Aldo's going to pick up that endless battle. They're going to spot him out, they're going to chase him. He pops in the sprint, he still has the immortality. And a lot of sustain. Will he recoil or will he just stay there? Oh, he's actually choosing to stay there. Popo still has the Wind of Nature, so I don't think he's an optimal target for this Aldous.
Yeah, it'll probably have to be the the Xavier, right? But I mean, yo, Zoran gonna get popped off. Um, double kill, Zenny as well. Tyrod gonna get. Yo, look at that damage, and that's a triple kill for Pupil and Cooper. Misses out the first skill with the dog, but if you're looking at Eldos right now, he's gonna try and get that inhibitor turret. Doesn't matter what happens, he might just be able to kill the Tyrod here.
The amount of damage the Styrat is able to output, as well as the sustain from the passive. Okay, Popo is just gonna end.
Yeah.
Okay, I think they really underestimated this Popo. Like, they didn't gank him at all. I think there was only one gank, and they were able to get the tier 1, and then they just left him afterwards. As
Yeah.
well as this Hylos being very aggressive, very annoying. Really well played from How. I didn't see, like, how many ults has this Kamala hit so far?
And like 2, but I'd have to give. I have to. It probably having connection issues, to be honest. I mean, we did see him struggling a little
Yeah.
bit, but yeah, I think we're a little bit behind schedule. So let's just move on to the next game.
Okay, okay. Who's the next teams playing?
The next team is going to be Shinigami and AlphaZeros. So AlphaZeros, quite distinguished in the Nigerian community.
Okay, let me log on to spectate. So you say they're a well-known team in the community?
Huh? What?
Do you say they are a well-known team in the community?
Yeah, it's AlphaZeros. It's AlphaZeros and Kaizen. I'm not sure if Kaizen is here though, because I haven't seen them. And it's of course also Oasis. I think Shinigami is good as well. It's either Shinigami or Reap and Kill. I could be mistaken. Let me see what other teams are playing today.
Will you send me an invite?
Shinigami, AlphaZero. Darkstars is quite good as well. Alright, I'll send you an invite. Yeah, my memory, I just can't remember Shinigami if they were good or not, but we'll see. We'll see now. Alright, let me switch off the stream on Discord. Time to go into Clash of Clans.
Okay.
I feel like they should buff roamers, bro.
I don't think so, man.
Yo,
Mm.
they must give us more gold, man. More gold from roaming.
Yeah, that's a bit of a tough one.
Oh, it takes me like 5 minutes to build my first item.
Maybe even longer if you're behind.
Yeah, it's like, yo, like what we did to Vlad, right? Like, he was having like the weirdest positionings in front of me. So I was just like, alright, come here. And then, I brought Swag came, and then he got smoked. And when you're in that situation, it takes even longer. Yeah.
Mhm. I see.
But like even in the instance where, let's say, the enemy team just has a better draft than you for the early game where they can force engages and stuff like that. In order for your teammates not to die, you have to be the sacrifice. And in that instance, like, yo, just picking off on the roam can also be quite disastrous, because then he can't build his items enough to be tanky as a front line.
Yeah.
You know what the problem would be in that situation is that these assassin ROMs gonna start clapping. And start seeing the Saber, the Selena, Halkert. Let me put my phone on charge in the meantime. It's taking long. Yo, today is like the first time Swag has been using that like a burst build on Roger, and it's like the
Yeah.
first time I've ever seen him do damage on Roger. I swear, like he used to play Trinity build on Roger, and I'm
That thing is
looking at the enemies be low HP. I see him turn into the wolf form, and pounce on them, and then they just don't die. I'm like, what is going on? And I look at his build, and it's this garbage.
Oh no. Hey, heading to draft.
Yeah. So this is going to be AlphaZeros. No. It's going to be AlphaZeros on the right, and Shinigami on the left.
Okay. No ban coming in from Shinigami.
No, that's not a good sign.
Maybe it was too less of time to think of a.
You do? I've got a question.
Yeah.
Why are you casting for ML but you're online on Clash?
Hey,
Nah.
bro, why you stalking me, bro? That's all I want to know.
I'm exposing you on live stream.
I'm not popular enough to have stalkers just yet, man. Chill.
Hey, Diggy ban.
Neurology is my craft.
Bro went offline just because I said that.
No, my screen's switched off. But I'll do some attacks while Shady is talking about the draft.
Okay. These teams like to ban the Diggy. I don't think they like to verse it. Diggy has been, I don't know, a niche pick for myself. We see the AlphaZero banning Xborg. Oh, instant minnow block from Shinigami.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even in our server, I haven't seen Diggy at all. Like, I don't care if you play in like Tigreal and Mino and Atlas on the same team. It's like we just
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Probably because of the assassin meta, right? You pick like what do you call it? You pick like a Tigreal or Minotaur first pick, and then the enemies will say, hey, you know what, I need to lock in a Diggy, and then you just take something like Ling, Hayabusa,
Just focus the Diggy early game.
yeah.
Make him yeah. Okay. I'm liking the draft so far. AlphaZero going to lock in at Lui. I heard it has like, does it still have 100% win rate for MSC? No, Echo lost with it one game. Probably like an 80% win rate on the Lui. Really strong hero, map presence. Like it's really scary to verse a Lui. Also gonna lock in the Yuzong, really strong laner, and Shinigami answer with the Vexana and the Terizla. Terizla works really well against the YZ. He can sustain that damage. but then AlphaZero picked up the Kamala. Okay, I like this. I like this because you can really link the Eternal God to whoever with the teammates around. So I really like the Kamala pick here. AlphaZero banned the Roger. Let's see who Shinigami will ban. Roger has been really, really good pick. Oh, they banned out the Nathan. Another good pick. Another good ban, I mean. So AlphaZero could be looking for the Harriet now. Harriet a really good gold laner right now. Other than Harriet, maybe I'd say maybe a Claude carry, something like that for the side of AlphaZero. Oh, they take the Odette instead.
Yeah, remember I told you gold lane or death? That was
Oh,
this team.
okay. I don't like the Odette here though because it can easily get cancelled by the Terizla ult or Minno's first skill or the Minoan Fury, any knock-up skill, and the Eternal God.
Even the Eternal God, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, if you had the frozen arrow, you could have got 3 stars there. Just saying.
I probably will get 3 stars.
Okay. Bye. Okay.
Never
AlphaZero
mind.
hovering over that. Shinigami pick up the Fred and the Beatrix. Oh, and they lock in the Hanzo last pick. Okay. On the side of AlphaZero, they have they have no one to push turrets except for the Hanzo, and that too is kind of a bad call for a Hanzo to just waste ult on pushing turrets. They really need a marksman to really lock in their draft. So I'm gonna side with Shinigami on this one. I like the Fretchen pick to disrupt the whole team fight, as well as the Minnow. And the Beatrix is just such a nice pick into crowd control comps.
Yeah, she really has high damage, but of course it's down to micro.
Yeah. If they can execute this well, I think Shinigami should win this. I haven't seen Fred been playing a lot anywhere.
Haven't they used it a couple of times in MSC? At least in the wildcard stages, and I guarantee you that the wildcard stage is much better than us, at least.
Yeah.
So might be something to look into, of course.
I think because of the nerfs from the recent patch really done numb on Fred. That's why it's not being used. The nerf on the ult, like you can't 1v5 with Fred no more.
Yeah, that is true.
And I like the buff on the Beatrix. I started using it more this season.
What was the buff?
She can change the first skill.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
when
yeah,
she
yeah, yeah. I remember now.
they shortened it. The changing speed, I mean, like, which is really like it was either that or they just increased the damage on on the shotgun or
That
maybe
buff
that.
was a while back.
Yeah.
This one was quite recently. I think it's quite nice as well.
Yeah.
It's like
I really like the buff.
if you can you can use all your ammunition, dash in, get your ammunition again, and then you just switch guns, and then you can just attack
Yeah.
quite a bit.
I like using a Beatrix into Ling because of the amount of damage she can output before the Ling can output damage onto her, as well as the second skill that can just get out of Ling's ult knockup, which is really good.
I think
I think that's why.
the prime counters for like Ling could be
Just
Moskov.
Yeah, Moskov. Because with Moskov, you can use second skill. Like if Ling is on the wall, you second skill and you're stunned.
Yeah, like Moskov, Brody, uh, and I mean Beatrix, of course. If you're gonna like out damaging. Okay, we're gonna see another pause. Like just out damaging the assassins is
Yeah. Going to see another pause here. Don't
Yeah.
know whether it's technical issues on whose side, on
but,
which side.
but that's assuming that you're gonna 1v1 Ailing, and if we take into account like prime examples of Ling players, they almost never 1v1 unless they maybe 3 or
Yeah.
4,000 gold ahead of you.
Yeah. Like they only 1v1 if they're sure they're gonna kill the target. If it's a 50-50, they don't take it.
Yeah.
That's how you should play Ling.
I mean, I think one of the worst assassins, like two assassins that you can't really counter, is like Fanny and Hayabusa. And of course, you have like with the Moskov, you can try and stun her against the wall or just mess up her combos, and also the Wind of Nature. But
Yeah.
that is also assuming that those assassins are gonna come to you while you're fresh.
For Fanny,
Yeah.
I've got one word: Diggy.
Diggy.
Yeah, nah, Jake, stay in
Nah.
Epic, bro.
Stop cooking.
Nah, his skill 2 easily counters her.
What, bro? You could say that for like Moskov too.
You could say that
Even a
for
Lodi.
literally anybody.
Yeah.
Because Jake, in a 5-man setting, you're not gonna see a Fanny just pull up with nobody. They're gonna pull up like mid-fight or at the end of the fight, just for cleanup.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is an adult goal lane, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure who the pauses were for, but yeah. Let's just see how Yin Yang passive gonna come through. Does a lot of damage onto this Vixana, but a little bit of a trade by these mid lane mages. Actually see a Hanzo in the jungle. I think that's quite good. There's like two stationary heroes. We have the Beatrix and the Vixana, and one of the things that Hanzo is really good at is just kind of like making those enemies who waste their spells and ultimates and like abilities and whatnot. I already see in the lane Beatrix kind of having a little bit of trouble with the passive from Odette. Let's see now. Yow!
Hanzo Pinnacle Ninja comes out, like doesn't really force the flicker from the Vexana.
Yeah, he did miss that first skill right there.
Red looking to take his blue, then go straight for turtle. I think that should be the optimal decision for him, since he has the backing of this Minnow and the Terizla.
Yeah, I mean I mean this is a very dangerous team comp for this Fredrin, you know, with this Lawi. We know how much damage she does onto these tanky heroes, and they actually have 3 of them, whilst we see Sky Guy is having some sort of network issues, so see some movement, so he should be quite okay.
Okay, AlphaZero set up for this turtle. Fred doesn't really want to contest. As you said, Louis makes it very hard for him to contest objectives. You can see the YZ just zoning for anyone, so for any incoming enemies. They I think it was a good idea to just give this turtle and look for another trade bot lane, but I think they were a bit too slow here. They should have just went in already. Now AlphaZero has time to recuperate and help this Odette out in lane. Pinnacle Ninja comes out, goes onto the Fred, doesn't seem to be bothering him that much. Hanzo doesn't have that much damage yet. He's still trying to farm up and get those items. And they're just going back to farming. Minnow staying bot lane to kind of give this Beatrix a easier time to lane against this Edith and her poke damage with a passive. Yeah, thoughts, Doof?
I think the call was right. Trizla was gapped due to the network issues, so it would have been so bad if they had contested the turtle and lost. But now we have the Beatrix here. Odette didn't really have the time to even react. I think she wanted to go for like a swan song outplay, but just didn't pop it. A bit of a weird one. But we see the Eternal God come out. Lawi, you're gonna get taken out here. As Minoan Fury as well just keeps her locked down. Pinnacle Ninja gonna come through. Doesn't have enough damage, but at the same time, Fredrin is on this back line. We might see the Curse of Blood come through, but yeah, it does come through. And gets the enemies to disengage. Now we're gonna see the snipe. No. Okay, the Yin Yang misses out, and Vixana able to kind of save this Beatrix here. So not much lost. I mean, this is pretty good for Shinigami right now.
They hovering over the turtle. Terizla checking the bushes, which is really good, giving his team enough vision to kind of go for this turtle. Pinnacle Ninja comes out a bit too early for the Hanzo. I think that's a green light for Shinigami to really take this turtle. Teresa seems to be lagging. Okay. Penalty zone comes onto the Kamala, Black Dragon form, onto the back line. No, he just goes straight for the Fredrin.
Fredrin is isolated, so it's a good opportunity. Fredrin gonna get taken out by the Yin Yang. And now Minoan Fury gonna come through, as well as Eternal God, but Vixana dies through the Yuzong passive, as now they're gonna collapse on the Minotaur. And that will be a 4-0.
Yeah. The emblem out. I just want to talk about this emblem real quick on the YZ. Warcry, you benefit from, like, his passive. Shah Essence benefits from Warcry actually, so he heals more. Really good emblems there for the YZ.
I mean, not just that, like his damage is just insane because, I mean, bro, it's like you're gonna be using, like with this War Axe, you're gonna be using all your skills like almost like twice, you know, and so your second set of skills is just gonna do insane amounts of damage, and that actually allows you to not have to build the Hunter Strike first item. You just hit the Fury Hammer. Curse of Blood gonna come through. Minoan Fury as well. Eternal God on the same target, which is Carmilla, and oh,
okay, Snipe comes in from the beard. Renner's apathy connects with the Kamala. I just want to say that the Appraiser's Rat missed out completely. If he managed to hit the Odette, I think she would have gone below half HP for the Beatrix to pick off. Louis going to use the Yin Yang to kind of deal enough damage for Beatrix to back off. Teresa rotating. Oh, Petrify from the Izong and Black Dragon's form. Minnow still alive. He's going to back safely.
Yeah, but this is not good for Shinigami. The mage has been taken down. I mean, they just on the back foot, and the AlphaZeros, they have about 6,000 gold lead. Okay, so not good at all.
Yeah, the win condition here is just wait for Beatrix to reach her power spike and then take a fight. Because right now, Louis is dealing insane amounts of damage to the front lines. They're getting melted. They can't even go in. Before Minnow can even use his Minion Fury, he's already below half HP. After his Minion Fury is done, he gets deleted. So I think they just wait now, farm up really well, and then take the fight.
Oh, we're
Plus
gonna
of
see
Blood comes
Eternal
out.
God come through. Swan Song as well. If you're gonna come through, should be fine. And now Yuzong gonna get killed off as well by the Fredrin. Yin Yang doing a lot of damage. Praises are gonna come through. Doesn't really do that much damage. Should be fine though. He gets the kill onto this Odette. And that'll be a triple kill for this Fredrin. Might get taken down by this Hanzo though. He does have the damage now. He has Demon Hunter Sword. He has a Corrosion Sight. Perfect for these tanky heroes. And my problem with Shinigami right now, their main damage dealer is the Beatrix. You take out the Beatrix and what's left is Vexana.
Yeah.
And that's
She's-
not much. Like, look at this. Like she's so
I'm just
easily disposed of.
Annoying. He's utilizing the Pinnacle Ninja excellently, taking the turrets, forcing Vexana to flicker. He's just doing everything a Hanzo should do. And it's really annoying to play against a good Hanzo.
Yeah, that is true. Basic gonna be taken by surprise by this Terizla, as now might be in a little bit of danger. Has to flicker out. Flicker by Sky Guy. Okay, so that was a weird one, but luckily the Phrygian manages to get that kill. As now in the bottom lane, that gets taken out by Shane or the Beatrix, and Phrygian is just getting sandwiched here in the top. But Beatrix managing to create some pressure on the other side of the map, and is keeping Shinigami afloat at the moment.
I think the Beatrix busted Odette before she could even ult.
I don't know. The Minotaur was there as well, so it could have gotten cancelled.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yes, ult anymore. I think he ulted up. Okay, Shinigami looking to set up for a Lord here. Oh, they're actually gonna take a fight before they go for Lord. They flicker out, Minnow flickers out to safety. No ults used yet, only Renner's Apathy by the Beatrix. Oh, little recall spams from the Odette. Okay. Swan Song comes in, Eternal God to cancel the Swan Song. She gets busted down. Hanzo's Pinnacle Ninja gets busted down. Renner's Apathy hits the Hanzo.
And now Shinigami can afford to be a little bit more aggressive right now. Odette has been taken out. All they have to watch out for is, of course, the Curse of Blood is still available. The Black Dragon form, the Laui. I haven't seen too many of the, the teleports.
Yeah. She's just using it to reposition themselves and try to catch someone off guard.
Oh, we're gonna see the Curse of Blood. Nice reaction from this Fredrin. Manages to kind of unlink, and Minoan Fury gonna come through for the Pinnacle Ninja, but that's a 40-second cooldown for a 10-second cooldown skill. Ooh, let's see the Dragon Tail with the Petrify, and look at the damage that Beatrix is just off-putting here. Yo, that would have been so crazy if it hit, huh?
Yeah. They're still looking to fight over this blue buff. Redden there, going to Red Tree. Now he has no Red Tree for Lord. I think this is a good time for AlphaZero to look to take the Lord. Louis busts the Terizla, and Beatrix picks up the Hanzo. Good Curse of Blood by the Kamala, no damage to follow up. Odette still has the Swan Song.
She does, but Beatrix in the back line, looking for some kills. Black Dragon form gonna be used up. Swan Song has, it's gone now. So the main issue is going to be this Lao. We kind of have to kite her around Beatrix, um, looking for an opening. Does have enough damage to do so. We're gonna see
They
here.
don't. Okay.
Oh, Minori Fury, what the flicker?
Able to catch out the Odette needs a reaction from the Louis to evade the Renan's apathy.
Okay, it's like both teams just don't want to go for Lord, bro.
Yeah. I think that it's for now it's just a waiting game for them.
Yeah, but I
I
feel
mean,
like AlphaZeros have enough opportunity to just go for Lord, and they are going to start it up now. I think they've had enough of the shenanigans. If
true.
if Shinigami doesn't go for it now, I think might it might be very difficult for them to actually defend.
Okay. Better use the Rechi for the blue off. This should be a green light to go for the Lord. Just though Yuzong just needs to zone out the enemies like the Kamala is. She's diving onto the Vexana. Pinnacle Ninja comes out again, misses his target, and he's going to go back. No one seems to be wanting to do this Lord. Like, this Lord dance is going on for quite a while. You're going to
Oh,
see the Odette. Minoan Fury.
oh, penalty zone with the flicker. The sniper gonna come through and lands on the Odette, but unfortunately wasn't able to take her down. As now Beatrix and Vixana, the last one's alive. Black Dragon form gonna come through, and that should be a kill. Onto this Vixana. No, the Winter Crown comes through. Shane. Okay, alright, that's as good as it's gonna get for that trade. Vixana
Hey,
dies, but manages to get the Yuzong with her.
both one trade.
Oh, that's a lot of damage taken by this Beatrix, and she just dies with the help of the glowing wand.
As well as the Wishing Lantern.
Oh yeah, I don't see that pickup.
They are going to now manage the waves, looking for a synced push with this Lord, this incoming Lord. I think it's still an enhanced Lord, not an involved one. Okay, they managed to get the tier 2 in the bot side. Now, AlphaZero needs to just wait for the Lord before they can really go in. Oh, Pinnacle Ninja comes out onto the Terizla. Doesn't really force anything out of him. Okay, they did not sync the waves really well. They're just going for a straight mid push. They managed to get the mid inhibitor. Pinnacle Ninja comes out once again. Minoan Fury, Curse of Blood, missing its target. Oh, a big Minoan skill onto 4 people. They managed to kill the Teresa though. They just going to kite back. Vexana looking really low. She pops in the Winter Crown. Black Dragon form used. They so much skill onto this Minnow. He's going to get busted down. No. Oh my god. Yin Yang triple kill for this Louis. They looking to end the game. Are they trolling right now?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be the end of that game. Yeah, that was undisciplined from Shinigami, chasing some kills instead of just managing the waves. Of course, it was an enhanced Lord. The super minions were coming through, so that is actually what led to their downfall. And as unfortunate as it was, I think Terizla was having some network issues.
Not even that. They just if you watched their playstyle, it was all discombobulated.
Yeah, there was no
Uh,
like layering of their CCs. I mean, they had basically four venues of CC that can set up for the Beatrix, and it was not layered well. But yeah, I mean, I think as well, you know, when that Minotaur did the four-man first kill, as well as the penalty zone coming through, Beatrix was trying to attack the Pinnacle Ninja to get it off of Vexana, whilst what he could have done was actually followed up on that setup, and that would have probably went a totally different way, seeing as how low the members of AlphaZeros were when they were trying to run away. But anyways, in the next game, we will be having Darkstars versus Rei Zero. That should start in a few minutes here. Let me put my phone back on charge.
I really expected the Shinigami. I expected Shinigami to win that one because of the amount of CC they had, plus the damage from the back lines. They just executed it really poorly.
Yeah, that is true. I think, you know, some brush up on the communication would have actually. I think there were so many opportunities. And that is a Hanzo against a Fridrin. And you have like a Minotaur, you have a Terizla. Um, you can invade. It's a Hanzo. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think. I mean, it's very hard to invade a Hanzo, to be honest, because he just eats one buff and goes straight to the next. Like the rotation speed from the Hanzo is really good. Uh, but I feel like they stalled out the fight way too long. They should have just instantly went for Lord once one or two of Shinigami were dead. It would have been a much cleaner game for them. But I think they lacked the discipline to do that, as well as from the side of Shinigami, they lacked the discipline to really get the Beatrix to her power spike. She was only able to do something into this Odette by Lord's side. Um, she did the correct thing, which was to wait for all the stuns to come out, for all the knockups to come out before she can ult, and that really changed the team fight completely. After that, they were just steamrolled till the end.
Let me play some music in the meantime while the players get into lobby as we take a short break. We'll be seeing you guys in a few minutes.
You do for the mics on?
Yeah.
Oh. Um,
Anyways, Doof,
Yeah.
Vlad left the squad today.
Dying. After the losses. After
Yeah, that one loss.
that's tough.
And they were fighting the whole time.
He sucks anyways.
Yeah. It didn't even last a week. Man, we're so desperate for roams.
Not people wanna. Even I don't want to roam, bro.
Yeah. Rome, I like Rome though. Rome is fun.
I don't like roam. It's yo, anything bad happens, it's your fault, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took 4. Yeah.
Are you getting paid for this?
Yeah.
How much?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
They're taking hella long though.
Yeah, they said 3 minutes left. Is this the last game or one more to go?
One more to go after this.
Okay. So what is this tournament for?
Just tournament
I see.
for Nigeria. Just something until ISF, I guess.
Yeah.
They're gonna finish just before ISF, I think.
No, that's good. It's Darkstars versus who?
Rei Zero.
Okay, R0. Okay, the game's starting.
Alright, switching over. Yo guys, welcome back to the third match of this best of one series. This is going to be this is going to be Darkstars versus Rei Zero. And yeah, let's just see
Okay,
what's in store for us.
no ban from Darkstars. Similar to the previous game.
This happens all the time in Nigeria. You'll see a lot of no bans, a lot of
Yeah,
AFKs. It's like the network there is so bad.
that's like no bans is just trying to free up the heroes basically. Okay, a Diggy ban,
Mythology is my craft
like
game. Digi is
similar to
my
previous game. Shinigami did the same thing. I'm going to say a Vexana ban. Okay, we have seen the Eternal God be such a threat to team fights, and the Leah ban. Okay,
Yeah, there is the mage of Darkstars really good on this Lilia.
I see. Also, like Lilia is a scary mage, especially when you're playing like stuff like Mino, anything frontline. It's just scary to verse. Okay, like these teams just love to pick up a Mino first. It's great for CC, the heals, like solid pick in any draft.
I mean, we're gonna see that Diggy ban again opens up the Minotaur. But I mean, you can play around it, of course. You can go for something like a Matilda, or you can go for that Faramus and the Xborg, which is really good. I mean, Xborg can be flexed. I don't really like it in the jungle, but it can work, of course. And we're gonna see the Roger being picked up. Might be for the jungle, but I mean, this is another hero that can always just be flexed, and the Lavi gonna come
Oh,
through as well.
the stars and see
Lavi is very
hey,
dangerous for this Faramus.
yeah, like just one yin yang that just deletes the Faramus ult. Okay, I like the Raja jungle. I feel like it's better than Raja Gold because of the aggression that you can have in the jungle compared to Gold lane. That early aggression is so good for Raja to really snowball.
time
Oh, they're
and
going to pick
tide
up the
wait for
Pier
no
checks
man in
to
the north, girl.
close off this phase 1 draft. Uh, I think for the side of Darkstars, they should really look for maybe a possible Terizla pick or even a YZ. YZ does really well in lane against an Xborg. You're gonna see a no ban from Rei Zero. Maybe they just just don't know what to ban.
I mean, it does happen sometimes. You just
Oh,
debating who to
Dark
ban.
Darkstars ban the Yuzong, although they think this Xborg is going to be in the jungle. I see. What could be a possible pickup for this for Rei Zero? Maybe they could take an Edith right now, or maybe just take a Pakshia. Oh, they go for the glue instead. Okay, okay. It's going to be a Xborg jungle, hopefully. Don't know how well glue in Rome would do. For the side of Darkstars, I think right now Terizla's your best option here. Oh, Dane said go for
I am
the
the
Edith.
priestess of
Okay.
primal lightning, the hunter of
They're
all
looking
the
to take
evil
this
gods.
Zask. I don't know where Zask is going to be put in. Maybe gold lane, probably.
Yeah, it has to be golden, right?
Yeah. I mean, they have this Roger to really push turrets. I mean, you can flex the draft. Possible. Oh, Fanny.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Fanny pick, hey? Considering the network in Nigeria at this time, it's a solid 50-50, but Malcolm will go ahead and lock in the Dairot for the jungle.
It's gonna be a glue roam. Like, I would rather have them pick up the Edith and then have the jungle last pick instead of taking this glue roam, because glue roam, don't get me wrong, it's tanky, but there's literally no CC to it. It's better in the EXP lane, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course. But I guess, I mean, bro, it's against the Roger, so Glue Rome? I don't know. I don't
I
know.
think I think for them, they're looking for that wave clear with the glue first skill plus the Pharamus first skill, and also glue makes it very hard for junglers to really take these objectives. Like, since he's Rome, he really doesn't have to worry about losing gold in the lanes, really pushing before coming to these objectives. He can just be camping these objectives, waiting for the Raja, jumping onto him, so that the Styrot can have an easier time to take those neutral objectives.
That is true, but what they could have done was flex the Xborg into jungle, taken the Glue EXP, and just taken a roam, because now they have an Edith on the EXP, and Glue does really well against these stationary targets, and Edith is one of them.
No, but I think okay, in that matchup, right? Um, Edith just needs to get level 4. Like, after that, she can play as aggressive as she wants. Because when the glue ults Edith, she can just use second skill and go back into the turret, bringing glue into the turret so you can take turret damage, right?
Hmm.
Over here, you got that mid prio from the Paramus and the glue, as
Yeah,
well as the
man.
Ghostbusters. The Minnow to half HP. Are they going to pick him up? No, they will not be able to. Okay, they secure the little from the side of Darkstars. Nothing more. Okay, good trade so far from the side of Darkstars. They get the little, make Rei Zero low. Yeah, bots do.
I mean, we saw the amount of damage Glue was putting on in the middle lane there onto the Slavi, but the problem is, when it comes to these gangs, he's not exactly the hero to kind of lock in onto, you know, the Roger or anybody here, but the Abyssal Mark gonna come through. The damage reduction from this turret in the first 5 minutes manages to clutch in for this Edith, otherwise that would have been good night for her.
You know what I don't like about this Zask pick? Because of because it's in the gold lane, right? The spawns give the marksman so much gold in the early game. Like, look at and EXP. Look at the Beatrix right now. She's level 4. Zask is still level 3. He's almost gonna be level 4 with this next wave. And Beatrix can just really just force him back. Nothing he can do about that.
Yeah, I can't see how much of gold is going over to her, but I think if it's anything like the Sun clone, it's probably about 10.
It's like 16, 17 early game. And that's still a lot though. That's
That
still a
is a
lot.
lot, it
That-
accumulates.
yeah.
You're gonna
Okay,
gonna see Lost Insanity come through here. Turtle goes over to the Diarod. Another Ram gonna come through, and there's not much that Darkstars can do right now. I mean, KO just got absolutely shredded. Doesn't have the Minoan Fury, so
I think for Rei Zero, the draft here was they were supposed to play this Glue EXP because they banned out the Vexana and they picked up the
the
Pharaohs.
farmers,
Like,
yeah.
they well-known counters for Glue, and this was after picking up the Pharaohs. It was just a Glue go-ahead, a go-ahead sign for the Glue.
You know what I'm not liking right now is the Edith with Vengeance. Not really too much on the play potential.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's more for that sustainability than the play potential for the side of Darkstars, because they already have this Minnow, they have the Minoan Fury, to really set the tempo of the team fight.
Are we gonna see a pause right here? Let me just see. Let me message those oaks.
Okay, alright, let's talk about win conditions. Darkstars' win condition right now is put all the farm on this Raja, let him get his items, and he can just shred the enemies. On the side of Rei Zero, their win condition is gonna be this Beatrix. It's always gonna be the Beatrix. Getting her to that power spike is a really is 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 a must-have for these team fights, as well as the Tyrant. Tyrant needs to play aggressive in the early game to really utilize the Tyrant early game damage, early game threats in the jungle. The Theramus, his job is just to keep the frontliners alive, as well as the backliners, of course. Xborg's role is to zone the enemies at these objectives so that the Dyra can have an easier time taking these neutral objectives. On the side of Darkstar, Louis needs to poke down the glue, the Faramus, before starting any fights, because these guys can really disrupt the whole team.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true. But at the same
Roger just
time, um, like once the Xborg Fraga armor is popped, it's that go ahead to go through because I mean that's one of
don't.
the downsides, you know, of these
Yeah,
Xborg.
the only heroes that can really take down this Faragama on the side of Darkstar would be that Louis or the Zask or even the Raja. So if they can just peel enough for that Faraga armor to pop, that should be their time to go, like take an objective or take a fight, whichever one. We are going to see Bennett Rage onto the Louis. Not enough damage yet. Okay, Yin Yang coming out, missing the combo. Blue down to half HP. Still has ult, still has that sustain. Zask throws in the ult. Blue no ult either. We can see the Minnow just holding on to that Minoan Fury. Dairat rotates over to the gold lane. Nothing too detrimental happened so far.
Yeah, but in the bottom lane, Roger going in for this Xborg. Last Insanity gonna come through. Manages to scare away the two members of Darkstars. Sprint's gonna come through by Ascendant as he manages to get away. Laui just missing everything and everything. Unfortunately, an easy kill from her side.
She hit him with the first and the second. The thing is, she didn't manage to proc the Yin Yang passive,
Yeah, it
right?
was the same color.
They're the same color. I think for future reference or for future fights, you should really have them on different settings or different colors basically before starting to do anything or any damage. Okay, we're going to see the blue pop his ult. Paramus coming over as well as the Dairat. Okay, Louis take the Lord. I mean the turtle. Nether Realm pops. Paramus dies. Dairat. Okay, a series of events just occurred there. Let's dissect. So what happened there was an early glue ult, which was a really good Darkstars did a really good thing by forcing the glue to ult there. He couldn't provide his team with any of his abilities.
Ooh, look at that flicker from this Minotaur. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't.
Yo, that was pretty good.
Okay, we are gonna see the glue hop onto the Louis and she's dead. Okay. Xbox rotates over to get the kill onto the Minnow and yeah, really good kill secures by Rei Zero. Direct going to clear up bottom lane.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, and no damage reduction to help from that one. But that is the threat of that fed Dyrot. And let's just see. Doesn't have the Sky Piercer, and that's just crazy to me. Imagine if it was.
I mean, he didn't need Sky Piercer there. He basically one shot. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna see the last Insanity come through. Minoan Fury as well. Another one gonna be popped just to this kind of survive from their glue. Really low Yin Yang. Gonna take the kill. As that's gonna be a roam for a roam. Roger in the back line. Trying to get the kill. Gets pulled back by the Faramus. Now Beatrix gonna get killed off by the Zask. Faramus in danger as well. Pulls them in, but pulls them to his death.
The Zask is starting to be a real problem for them. He already has 2 items picked up, the glowing wand and the divine glaive, so his damage it's already there. Like you can't not avoid the Zask in team fights anymore. For the side of Rei Zero, they really need to kite better. The Beatrix, she didn't kite at all. That's how she died to the Zask. As well as this Faramus, he pulled the Zask ult towards him, and that's how he died. So I think the decision making there was very bad. We're gonna see the Louis ult to top lane, Roger and Minnow hovering over top lane, rotating mid lane. Minnow and Fury comes out. Nothing. They weren't able to punish the. Oh,
Last Insanity gonna come through. Another M as well. And no Minnow Fury, but the Abyssal Strike gonna come through onto this Laoi. She uses Purify, but she's gonna die regardless. As now the Zask is there. Darkstars, the Edith gets the kill, the shutdown onto this Dyrod. And Tenzo with the double kill. This just went so bad so quickly. And it all started with that glue jumping onto the Roger. And the last Insanity coming through from this Xbox. So really good communication from the side of Rei Zero. I think they are playing so much better than like yesterday, for example.
True. I think they really worked on the communication in one day. That's really impressive. Okay, Glue gonna pop that ult. And regen. Louis half HP. I don't know whether she wants to still continue the fight. Everyone just backs off. They're going to wait for this upcoming Lord to really do anything. Dyrod picks up the Sky Piercer, so we're gonna see seeing a lot of kills coming from this guy. Hopefully.
He will start off with 0 stacks, so assuming he does get kills from this point on.
Louis using the ult to just scare the Dyrod away.
You know, I saw the same in the exact same area. Laui teleported to me while I was standing there. Not just Laui, it was Laui, Carmilla, and someone else, and I'm a Grok. So I just instantly ulted all of them, bro. But yeah, we're gonna see the Lord being started up by Darkstars.
I mean, they just burst. Oh, Glue steals the Lord. Netherrealm comes in, instantly busted. Primal Rat comes in. Vengeance as well.
How is this even possible?
I think it was the first kill that just stole the Lord.
You can't do that much damage, bro.
I don't like. I'm telling you, it was the first kill. Like.
Alright, let's see in the bottom lane. Xbog flickers out away from this Roger. And he seems to be, he's really quite tanky. He has the Thunderbelt, he has the Oracle, so he's not gonna go down very easily. I'm not sure. Thunderbelt probably not, right? I wouldn't go for the Thunderbelt on him.
best item.
But regardless of that, he is still a tanky target. Makes it a little bit more difficult to actually, uh, you know, take away his armor.
Beatrix going to pick up that Hearth Claws. If you see her build right now, she's very sustainable. She has that rose gold because of the magic damage coming in from the Zask, Edith, and the Louis. Great itemization from this Beatrix. You're going to see a small skirmish in the top lane. Roger getting caught out of position. Beatrix chasing. She doesn't have the flicker, she ults. And Xborg will pick up that kill. I think he overextended there. I don't know why he was at
100%,
that
but
side.
he could have, I mean, he could have done damage before going off. He was running from a Faramus that was basically alone. At the very least, taking away the Netherram, right? Instead of just running away. He does have Endless Battle. That is a bit sustained from there. He has 2 attack speed items. He can do some serious damage with his basic attacks in the human form.
Okay, we are going to see Rei Zero managing the waves. Louis TP to top lane behind enemies. Tyrot reads that out and goes back. Netherrealm pop. No vengeance, no primal wrath from the Edith.
Oh, see,
Roger's
Solstice. Yeah, he's chasing, but the last Insanity gonna catch him out, and that is a kill due to greed. But in the top lane, Glue gonna be out of position, a bit too far in, but still a worth trade for the side of Rei Zero. They have enough time to go for this Lord. It's a 4 versus 3. Not really any physical damage there as well.
True. The Xbox doesn't have Faraga armor just yet. I think he's going to get it right now. Okay. He's just going to be the front line until the glue comes back. Oh, they just busted that Lord. Right now, for Rei Zero, they just need to wait for the Lord before they can initiate anything. Just get these inhibitors done so they can freely roam in Darkstars base. For the Zeraja, I think he needs to know, like, he needs to get better judgment of when to go in and when not to go in, because some of these plays that he's been making has really costed him a lot of farm and his team, and they really depend on him. They really depend on him right now.
Yeah, just
Okay.
impulsively, but the glue is gonna catch out this Laoi, I think, as she's gonna get killed off by the rocket launcher. Last Insanity gonna come through as well, as the demonic spawn, nightmaric spawn, sorry, is popped in, but it's not gonna help too much. Tyrot on the back line, that should be GG's for the side of Rei Zero, as Tenzo locks in that base.
Okay. They on the side of Dakar, they rushed the defense way too early. They came out of the turret, they got punished extremely hard, and Rei Zero was able to end the game. That play, in that situation, you just wait for the Lord to crash, clear out all the waves, and then start looking for a fight. Because you can't be you can't be fighting, you can't be team fighting when Lord is already knocking at your base. You're just asking to lose.
Yeah, I mean, it's better that one inhibitor goes rather than all of you lose your lives and your base gets taken away. You gotta make those sacrifices, even though the fights will get harder from that point on. But the game hasn't been lost yet, and we've seen teams coming back from the brinks of despair to win the entire game. So it's definitely worth it. But not too much time. I obviously want to point out the Feather of Heaven from the Edith, which did not benefit at all, and the score speaks for itself.
True.
But yeah,
I think the edit's supposed to go for at least Thunderbelt first, and then the Dumb Eyes, because of the amount of physical damage on the side of a Rei Zero, so that you can actually tank the damage, and then look to build for a Feather of Heaven, like a fourth item. The an early Feather of Heaven is really not worth it if you're behind on the edit.
yeah, that is true. Anyways, we're gonna move in for the next game, and that'll be, I'll tell you now. Um, it'll be Ace Gamers versus Izanagi Alpha. I saw Ace Gamers yesterday. I think they're the ones that lost to Outward Esports when they had that AFK.
Ah, I see, I see. Hopefully they prove us wrong now.
Alright, in the meantime, while we're waiting for the lobby to get ready, we will go ahead and let the music play, and we will be back soon.
We were traveling the mountains just to find the loudest trees. Set on by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my funland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I'm in a tropic club. You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now?
Wilding.
I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now.
Alright.
Casting on
Why don't we go 5-man? Rank. Rank. Sikla. Alright.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and exclusive access to all things VIP. Try 1 month free.
Wild. What time is it in Nigeria? Okay.
Your team is dead.
Alright, welcome back guys. This is going to be the last match of this best of 1 series. We are a little bit behind schedule, but be patient for us. In the meantime, hopefully you are enjoying the stream, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe, notification bell, and yeah, I mean, chat to us in the chat, and I will let Shady know how bad of a caster he actually is. Don't say nothing about me, I'm but anyways, we're gonna have Ace Gamers versus why do I keep forgetting? Ace Gamers versus Izanagi Alpha. So starting off, we're gonna see Ace banning out the Valentina as well as the Diggy, and Izanagi Alpha read this as a Minotaur ban, and they will go ahead and ban out the Xborg. I'm guessing here's the thing, Valentina. Okay, no, I don't know. Anyways, that's gonna be the bans. I was thinking of
Yeah, I
something,
think
but it was completely. Oh yes, yes,
gamers could
yes.
look
They
on
wanted to
this
pick
pick
the
here.
Xborg. They wanted to pick the Xborg. That's why they banned out the Valentina, right? Because Valentina is one of the counters for Xborg. You can just take that last insanity and it's gonna do insane damage.
Oh, insta-lock the Chip and the Zask. Chip is a really strong um, aroma. In MSC, it was a 99 or 100% contestation rate, I think it was. But yeah, it's really strong right now. We're going to the Tesla first pick for Ace Gamers, a really strong pick as well. Oh, a Clint and a Vexana.
You
They
know
just want
what?
that mid lane.
You know what my problem is with the chip. If something goes bad or something goes good, uh, base defense and base siege is basically useless at unless you have someone stationed on the other side of the map, maybe doing a split push of sorts, and you're able to use that teleport to actually bring him into the team fights, and that's the way you're able to actually utilize him there, because if everyone's together the teleport is useless, you see.
Yeah, yeah. They are going to lock in that Benedetta on the side of Izanami Gamers or Izanami Alphas. Is it Izanami Alphas? Yeah.
Yeah, it's another alpha.
And they okay, I like this high-low span. It's a really aggressive roam. He's slow, the damage, the tankiness from the high-lows is just a force to be reckoned with. And Ace Gamers ban out that Ling. We saw what Ling can do even in our server. Ling is a threat. They are looking to pick up an Esmeralda. I don't know where she's gonna, maybe in the jungle. An Esmeralda in the jungle, or they flex pick it into the gold lane. Oh no, they just lock in the Harriet. Harriet, a really strong gold laner right now. One of the best, top 3 in my opinion. Ace Gamers lock in that Hanzo. Uh, in my opinion, they could have been better junglers for this situation. Hanzo does his job, like, don't get me wrong, the way the jungle care from Hanzo is exceptional. Izanami Alphas are looking up a Lancelot. How do you feel about Lancelot in this meta? Do
He's kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie. He's to be honest, he can be quite good, but he 1 second.
okay, Izanami Alphas are gonna pick up this Esmeralda and put it in the jungle, okay? Esmeralda right now, strong pick because of not only her shields, her tankiness, but also that magic damage that she can output while sustaining a lot. The Belleric pick for this team, Ace Gamers. Um, I don't really know about. I don't really know how well it will do in this game because there's not much melee. Well, not melee. There's not much a basic stack based marksman on the side of Izanami Alphas. So I'm curious to see how the Belleric will do in this match. We're gonna have a Tesla with a revitalize. Best spell for Tesla right now is the Flicker penalty zone. A really good combo for Tesla, but we will see how this revitalize does. The sustain coming in from it. Hopefully it does great things. Okay, looking at the emblems, it's going to be nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, you were talking about the Lancelot. I think here's the thing. I don't think he's bad. I really don't.
Yeah. So,
The problem is, and this is what happened to many heroes that weren't used, and then some other heroes get nerfed, and then suddenly they're good again. They're really good. You know, they come into the meta. Lancelot is one of those heroes. Once the Roger drops, the Ling isn't. You know, Ling is getting a nerf. Maybe that will, you know, drop him down just a little bit for Lance to be able to compete. And then the other one is Hayabusa. And Hayabusa, I haven't really seen too much of him. I've actually seen Ling more than him, in Nigeria at least. We know it's a popular pick in South Africa. But yeah, Hayabusa, very strong. They gave him a ton of buffs, especially for the early game, and that just makes him so strong from the get-go. I mean, I was actually surprised at. I was playing Hayabusa after a long time, and his jungle clear was just insane, much more than it used to be, and that applies to not just jungle creep. Oh, we're gonna have a flicker onto the Clint at the bottom lane, as well as a Starfall from the Esmeralda, but Chip gets caught out, and there'll be a 1-for-1 trade, obviously, in favor of Izanagi Alpha.
and top lane, Hanzo uses the Pinnacle Ninja to get onto the Benedetta, but misses completely. She's going to be safe clearing that lane. They're going, Ace gamers are looking to take this turtle. Esmeralda doesn't want to contest. She goes straight for her blue buff. Should be a free turtle, unless though they contest with the chip. No penalty, defensive penalty zone. Electro final blow from the Benedetta, but doesn't. He dies. He gets taken out. He'll be back in time for that chip ult.
Yeah, so that's just no wasted time there. There'll be a turtle going over to the side of Izanagi Alpha as well. And that's one of the bad things about the Hanzo. It's kind of like dealing with these objectives like the turtle. It's kind of difficult to burst down at this early game where he doesn't really have the items. And so, I mean, you know, if you go in with your body, it can be quite bad.
True. That's why it's better to steal objectives with the Hanzo than early starting it yourself.
Yeah.
Or the team has to just somehow get it low enough for you to just use Pinnacle Ninja and get into that and red 3.
I mean, one good hero for that could be a Lunox, right? She does
substantial amounts of damage to neutral objectives.
Let's see, the Vengeance popped off by this Belleric as the Pinnacle Ninja. Gonna go off in the back line, trying to catch out the Zas, but he's gonna go back flicker from the chip with the teleport, trying to bring in the Benedetta to the mix. Clint gonna be in a lot of danger. Eternal Guard gonna drop off, and there's a lot of damage. Wrath of Dryad actually gonna catch this Benedetta before he uses the Electro Final Blow, and Belleric gonna pay for that. Vixana as well in a lot of danger, but Harith is going to die to Retribution by this Hanzo, and that'll be a triple kill for Hanzo, taking care of the Esmeralda as well as who was the other one? I think it was Chip. Yeah, it was Chip. Yeah, and that'll be a free turtle for this Hanzo. Already looking good for the side of Ace Gamers.
In that fight, the chip ult was a bit too early for the side of Izanagi Alphas. I think you should have just held on to it because there was already the Zas and the Esmeralda there. They didn't really need to bring over the Benedetta. So they should have just waited it out until Turtle spawned and then forced the fight. Because forcing a fight way before, right before Turtle is not the correct.
You see another Wrath of Dryad with the Eternal Guard as the Electro Final Blow Gonna go straight into the backline. Manages to get the Belleric, but Clint is still alive and well. Hanzo gonna come through, gets the double kill, looking for the Harrod. Will he be able to get it? No, the shield from the passive comes in clutch. Whilst Benedetta gets the kill. Gets a kill on someone, but dies to the Terizla.
Yeah, I think she got the kill onto the Terizla, and the passive of Terizla's
First
first
skill,
skill.
yeah.
Okay, gold is looking a bit even. 200 gold, 200 gold advantage for the side of Ace Gamers. Not that high so far. Oh, Pinnacle Ninja onto the Zask, forcing him to use the sprint, chasing him down, doesn't get the kill. Great assistance there from the Esmeralda to really disrupt that Hanzo.
I wonder what the Esmeralda pick was for, because Esmeralda is more of a counter pick than anything else. There's no Angela. I guess you could say it was to deny the Ace Gamers from getting the Esmeralda for this Harrod. But then again, Esme doesn't really counter Harrod.
Yeah. If it had kite to the Esmeralda,
Yeah.
that ult, the synchro fission.
Alright, we see Benedict in the backline. Gonna go in. Oi. Aye. Aye.
She didn't have the electro final blow. I think that was the issue. Trying to force the kills there.
Yeah.
Hanzo going to easy triple kill. Okay, and okay. Esmeralda looking to contest this objective. Hanzo still has his ult. Somehow get the turtle.
But that, I mean, it was a losing situation regardless. He got the turtle, but that shield made him easier to kill.
I mean, like the best outcome there was getting the turtle.
Getting the turtle and survive, but they got the turtle, but Hanzo had that shutdown. The shutdown goes over to Esmeralda, and Clint dies as well. So, you know, it works out right now in Izanagi Alpha's favor. As you can see, they have the higher goal, but now Aizen doing some funky things. Gonna go straight onto the Vixana Eternal Guard, gonna take care of him, but at least they get the mid lane turrets. The teleport gonna drop down, electro final blow, locks the Terizla in place for a little bit, but Chip, he gets hit by that penalty zone, unable to move from Hanzo's skill set. Now Hanzo chasing the Benedetta, good immune from her, and she will be able to survive, but not this mid lane turret, I think. At the bottom
And
lane.
in the bot, Tarek gets the kill. He's going to push this turret out nice and easy. Hanzo rotating over. He's going to use a Pinnacle Ninja to close the distance with the Harrod. Harrod just backs off. Can they secure this kill or not? No, they will not. He'll be.
He's too far back.
I think that's a very good map awareness from the Harrod to just back off as soon as seeing the mid lane and the roam missing. Okay, and from the Chip, Pinnacle Ninja comes out again. Synchrophision from the Harrod.
Yeah, Vixana in a lot of danger. Wrath of Dryad gonna come through to try and save her. But no, Zas gonna claim the kill at Electro Final Blow, gonna miss out completely. Chasing down the Hanzo, but he's gonna use the Retribution to slow it down. Aizen taking a lot of damage from the Clint. Gets the kill. Gets killed off by the Terizla rather. As now Hanzo looking for the kill onto Benedetta. And that'll be, I think, the Sky Piercer that will take her down. And now Zask gonna be the last man alive.
You know, I want to know how many stacks this Hanzo has right now, because I think he got the item when he was already 3 kills in. Then he got 5 stacks, 5 kills. He was 8-0, right?
Yeah.
Then he died Esmeralda, which left him with, I think, about 30, 37, somewhere around there, maybe in the 40s. And now he got like 3 more kills.
Yo, we're gonna see a Wrath of Dryad straight into a penalty zone. Chip gonna teleport Electro Final Blow as well. Benedetta trying to make something happen, but gonna get chased down by this Hanzo on this Pinnacle Ninja, and she should be able to die with that fully stacked Hanzo on the Sky Piercer with that Maniac, and now he's looking for that Zask. He's looking.
He's looking for that savage. Okay. Uses the Pinnacle Ninja into the enemy base. Not going to get that kill onto the Zas. Benedetta and Harrod just came out of spawn. On the side of Ace Gamers, on the side of Ace Gamers, they need to manage the waves, push the turrets, and set up for the next Lord. We are going to see the Beleric giving some vision over on Izanagi Alphas. Clint in a lot of danger.
Clint.
Esmeralda.
Yeah, I
Flicker
think.
from the.
Yo, what was that shield, bro? I thought he popped in ages.
This was the rose gold. I think
Yo,
he bought the rose gold for the Harrod, but the rose gold passive really it just gives Esmeralda more damage onto the Clint.
yeah. So now, Aniel
ton-
Red gets taken down by this Hanzo. So Benedetta is not having a good game at all. She's at 0-7-10. Yeah,
Okay, this Benedetta pick. Let's talk about it.
yeah,
For a Benedetta to be good, you have to reach meet certain some criterias. Okay,
yeah,
number one is split pushing, right? Utilize the mobility, utilize all those mobility skills, the basic attack, the passive, just to really help the macro game for your team, right? Oh, we're going to see a penalty zone onto the chip. He's going to get taken out by the Hanzo. Esmeralda kiting back. Beleric goes down to the Zask. It's a turnaround for Izanagi Gamers. Teresa goes down. Oh, and then this Hanzo is just cleaning them up with that Sky Piercer. Benedetta looking for the Hanzo, petrifies him, but in the end dies to him.
yeah. But
That's
you're talking about the criteria from the Benedetta, and this one is checking none of them. I
yeah.
see, you playing Benedetta, you should be able to flank the enemies, go from the side, go from the back, with that mobility you have, and I haven't really seen go for the Hanzo. In that last team fight, they went for the Terizla instead of the Clinton Vixana, and that is the reason why Ace Gamers is going to take this game.
Yeah. The Benedetta, she's supposed to cut. Okay, level 1, you against the Terizla. Try not to fight him. Just make sure you're clearing the waves and rotate as much as possible because you're not gonna win that matchup. It's literally the Terizla's gonna win every single time. No matter how good you are on Bene, the Terizla's just gonna win because of his tankiness, his damage in the early game. It's all you have to do is beat him in macro, rotating, applying pressure onto the other members of his the other members of his team, and from there, when it's time for Lord at the 8 minutes, you go to the far lane, you push that out, you start a slow push, whatever it is, and then come back to the team fight and assist your team again with the Electro Blow, the Petrify, dumping all your skills onto the Hanzo or the Clint that's really going to just wreck the back line and your front line.
Yeah, I mean that is debatable as well. I mean, looking at the Terizla right here, you could have easily fought him in lane, I think. And one of the good things about Benedetta, she has fast wave clear. So she can focus on Terizla and the wave at the same time, and she has the passive to kind of kite around his second skill. His hammer strikes are quite slow, so she can just duck behind, similar to how Arlott plays that lane. But essentially, yes, you're going to use Benedetta. Reason for that is for that mobility, and it's almost the same as why you would play Khalid, for that mobility, for faster rotations and whatnot. not really
Yeah.
seeing too much of that in this game, and that's probably the reason why we have the result
Yep.
that we're seeing here. Also, at the same time, Chip rushing in, using the teleport, thinking he's going to do something when all of his teammates are basically behind him. And so the teleport doesn't really do much. And that is one of the bad things I said about Chip. Doesn't really help for defense. Could have been utilized better with this Benedetta if she were to, be on the far lane just creating some map pressure. But
Yeah, yeah.
that wasn't the
As
case.
well, the the synergy from them was also not all there for the side of Izanagi gamers, because when the chip ults, you you expecting your team to just rush in at the same time, collapse onto whoever you ulted, and just get out instantly, right?
Yeah.
But as you can see, they were just prolonging that whole fight. That's why they lost most of the team fights. You have the Benedetta there to really just one shot at late game, because she already had the Blade of Heptasy, she had the um, Endless Battle, and the Hunter Strike. So that was plenty of damage to really cause havoc for the side of Ace Gamers. Like this Hanzo was just freely jumping onto the back line of Izanagi Alphas, disrupting the whole team fight, whereas Benedetta was just trying to just kiting back because she was taking too much damage. And not say it was just bad calls all around. Team fight wise, they just didn't perform well.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, that is true. And that will be the end of that, of tonight's stream. All four best of one matches have been concluded. So hopefully you guys watching the stream have enjoyed it. So give us the like, give us a subscribe, leave a comment of what you thought about the games today. And
And who was your favorite player of today?
yeah, who's your favorite player of today, by the way?
For me, it was that Odette. I can't lie.
Yeah, though that was pretty good.
I'm gonna try Odette Golden in my rain games.
Hey, we can try it right now if you'd like. Um, for me, I'd definitely say it was in the same game. It was the Beatrix. Um, or actually, let me can. I did like the Beatrix. I think the only reason they were in that game that long was because of her, as well. But
Yeah,
I really liked the glue and the X-Poke.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really I like the X-Poke because glue would jump on someone, bring them over, and then it was just the last insanity coming through.
Honestly,
Yeah, so that was really good synergy from the two of them. I like the follow up from that Xbox.